This is Tim with the Online Big Blue. We're bringing you the best in New York sports talk entertainment. I wonder if I can have an 11-minute rant like Joe Judge did in his last press conference. The man is slowly melting down. He's slowly losing his mind. He should slowly lose his job, and they should fire his ass before the end of this season. It's the Monday. Wait for it. After the debacle. Another debacle. But Joe Judge is all over the news, and I want to talk about Jason Garrett. Is he an offensive genius? Which is why the offense may have looked bad, evidently, but they don't look this bad. Judge went on he went on a profane rant following the Sunday's, you could say, embarrassing loss. Joe is on the hot seat. He's got to be on the hot seat, and he should not be back for 22. He picked up his 22nd loss as a Giant head coach. The team was outplayed, outmotivated, outgunned. He had another long diatribe saying fans were upset with the team performance over the last two games, have every right to feel that way. We talk inside a lot, okay? I don't ever want for patience for anyone. Let's get it clear right now, all right? And the fans have to get it. And the fans have every right to their opinion. That's why they're fans. They have every right. You buy tickets, you come to the stadium. You have every right to boo me going out to the stadium. That is why this is what I signed up for, right? And in New York, it's supposed to be a tough place to be. Certain cities in this country, I don't even know if their teams played today, all right? So you sign up for a job in New York City, you expect to have this. I never shield away from that. I ain't worried about them. I'm worried about that at all. We talk internally. We look at a lot of things moving in the right direction. I love it. We're looking at a lot of things moving in the right direction. You know the targets of what we're going to improve forward. The importance is you know the change direction, targets, and you have to prove. Then he went on to talk about the ability to shape the culture of a team that he's got in the franchise back in 2020. You know the culture is strong. I'm going to tell you right now. You guys always ask me about off-the-field stuff, and well, hell, it is important to have culture. So I'm going to tell you right now at all. A few years before I came here is when I came here, I sat down with the players. I wanted to know what it was like in there and what they needed to change from their mouths. All right, to the man, every player looked at me in the eye and said, Joe, it's not a team. They don't play hard. Yeah, they don't play hard either. They fucking quit on you. They're out of the playoffs. Everyone quit. Everyone tapped. They stopped showing up for captain's meetings, all that stuff. They tapped out. Saquon Barkley also didn't want to speak to the press. I've been part of the teams in other places, and I'm not going to take it anyplace else. But the lessons I've learned, let me say something right now, all right? 2018 was a part of the team that was halfway through the season, and they're pretty convinced that we're getting fired. You don't think you know what's going on. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Joe just needs to shut the blank up. Yeah, we're allowed to talk because you suck. You don't know how to coach. You don't know how to cultivate talent. You preach discipline. You have none. And your press conferences are always fun. Go Judge. Tell me something else. Okay. Yes. Okay, Judge. Blah, 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 blah. Judge denied any type of dysfunction in the organization. This ain't some clown show organization or something. Yeah, we are a clown show. We wish to be a clown show. You talk about the foundation bill. You talk about the things. The toughest thing to change the team. Toughest thing is to change in the club is the way people think. You understand that? That's the toughest thing. You gotta change for how the effing, pardon my blank, how you believe you're doing, and when you got to trust the process. You're not Philadelphia. A lot of easier said than done. But I guarantee you this, those men are going to walk in on Wednesday and ready to roll. We're going to practice hard. We're going to practice hard on Thursday. We're going to practice hard on Friday, okay? We're going to go out there in each of the field of the stadium. If we don't play well, every fan has every right to boo my blank out of the stadium. You got that? Don't bother me. That don't bother me. I don't think anyone wants to be booed, okay? But the reality is, they all blah, 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 blah. Joe Judge is losing his freaking mind. His mind is blown. And like I said, this is all over. You Google Giants, everything, even Fox News. I love it. Yahoo, Joe Judge's rant after Giants' historic bad loss. Fox News, Joe Judge emphasized with frustration, said this team isn't a clown show. Joe Judge presses faith, that's ESPN, for the Giants Foundation. This ain't no clown show. Oh my God. You had negative 10 yards in passing. Worst game since Ryan Leaf in 1998. I wish we were a clown show. I wish. One of the worst offensive game plans I have ever seen in the history of this team. But don't worry. We're smash mouth football. We're going to play hard. Holy smokes, man. You can't even get your special teams right, Joe. Cooper Farrow, an experienced punt returner, signaled for a touchback late. The ball never went into the end zone. Oh, my God. And this all falls on Judge. This all falls on him. I don't care what he wants to say. You want us to boo you? Dude, I will boo you all you want. I will boo you till the cows come home. Because you are an idiot. And I've said this a million times. You are a fool. You are an idiot. You are a narcissist. Anything you could possibly think of because you think everything starts with you. And that was a narcissistic rant. And I love it. Even the Panthers owner came out and says, unhappy with the deal he gave to Matt Rule. He kept him from the giant cluster blank. He kept him from the Giants. He said it was a cluster blank. Him signing Matt Rule, that big contract. So I guess we got out of that one by not signing up Rule. I just love the Panthers owner unhappy with the deal he gave to Rule to keep Rule from the Giants. It was a cluster blank. I love that. But the Giants are a cluster blank. So it's two cluster blanks equal cluster blank. God. Oh, Joe Judge has lost his freaking mind. Head explode. That's Joe Judge's head, man. It's just freaking exploding. Oh, my goodness. You know what? They always say it can't be worse. It gets worse. But then the big question is Jason Garrett an offensive genius? Was his game plan, maybe it wasn't maybe it was, whoa, what is that going on right here? Got to talk over this. Maybe it wasn't anything Jason Garrett was doing. Maybe it was Joe Judge that's been holding this team back. I mean, oh my goodness. Maybe Jason Garrett is an offensive guru, a genius. Because of the fact that he just knew everything. He just had it all. Oh, man, but Joe Judge's mind is just shot. And all serious note, if you take a look at Jason Garrett, you take a look at he never, and people say, well, he had Daniel Jones. Yeah, he didn't have Daniel Jones for some time too, last year. Won a game, Seattle. So maybe his offensive game plans weren't the problem. Maybe it was the head coach. Maybe it's the offensive philosophy. Maybe this dude, Joe Judge, is just a raving lunatic. I would have fired him. I would have gone. You see Antonio Brown melting down in the Jet game? I would have fired Joe Judge after this crazed rant. I would have fired his ass. I'd be like, Joe, you're gone. His mind has been blown. I mean, literally, his mind has exploded. I don't even have the explosion sound effect. Oh my God! Hold on, wait a minute. We have to do a Joe Judge press conference. I need to find the explosion sound effect. That's in bank number 4. So here we go. Joe Judge, your press conference. What happened? We did everything right. No one ever did anything wrong. I'm the greatest head coach in Giant history. My mind is just blown. God, is this season freaking over yet? Can we just hit the reset button? I know people say we can't hit the reset button every 2 years. I'm pounding the reset button. That's what she said. Oh my God. Jason Garrett is no longer Jason Garrett's scapegoat. It's now Jason Garrett, offensive genius. I mean, man, Joe has got to go. Can we all just be honest about this? Joe has got to go. He can't handle the pressure of the New York media after a loss like this. I mean, it's painfully obvious. I mean, oh my goodness gracious. Joe Judge's head literally exploded on the sideline. Oh my God, I love it though. I love it. Because we are a clown show. We're such a cluster. It just makes it even funnier that Joe just went mental. I'm so glad this guy, in all of his grace and all of his pressure and all of his glory, is our head coach. Oh my God. Can we get Can we literally just get a Pop Warner coach in here? I mean, can we just call it a day? Get someone in from Pop Warner. I mean, because it can't get any worse, right? And I laugh because I literally say that every week. It can't get any worse, right? And every week it gets worse. So, oh my goodness gracious. I don't know what else I don't know. I literally don't know what else to say. I wish there was more that I could say about this. I really do. I really do, because it's just an embarrassment. We are a joke. And you don't want to think that your team is a joke, but we are literally a joke. It's, I don't know. And how we get out of this mess, it's just going to be beyond me. And I'm hoping the Giants can figure something out. I'm hoping whoever they bring in is going to have the wherewithal to actually have the ability to change this organization. Because I don't think in any regards that Joe Judge and people that are in charge right now should have any input into what's going on with this team. And I'm being all sincere about that, because they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're doing. I think the stream yesterday kind of summed it up. But Joe Judge has mentally lost it. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I got to say about that. He has mentally lost it. And I don't think he should be the coach of this team anymore, because I don't think he can control himself for everything that is going on within this organization. And I don't see him being the answer to our organization's issues. I see him being one hell of a problem. I don't see him being the answer, though. And like I said, you don't want to ever just quit. You know, you just don't want to give up. But I mean, I truly think that we need to give up on this team. We need to give up on the coach. We need to give up on the ownership, and we just kind of have to move on. And we're never going to move on from the ownership. But like I said, we just have to move. We just have to get away from this, because whatever's going on right now is so bad. Because this team quit. He could talk all he wanted. This team played 50 minutes of smash mouth football. Yeah, this team quit. This team quit. This team has quit on the city. This team. There's certain guys that have not quit. I will say that. But in my mind, this team has given up. This team has thrown the proverbial towel in and said, you know what? It's not. We just know we're not any good. And we have to just play this out. We have to play the string, and they look like they're playing the string out. No matter what Joe Judge says, I don't care about how he says these guys came in and did this. I've said it before. It looked like to me they played harder for Shermer at times than Joe Judge. And people can debate me that all you want, but you're wrong. I do think they played harder for Shermer. I never saw a team quit as much as they did on this team has quit on Joe Judge. And you know what? And I think that is, and him basically having a mental breakdown, you know, in a press conference and going through an 11-minute tirade, something's not right. Something's wrong here, folks. And I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say about that. He's just not. He's Les Steckel. He's Greg Schiano. I have no idea where, as a giant organization, will you ever find a general manager who wants to come in here and say, yeah, Joe Judge is the calming influence that this organization needs? Because he's not. He's the anti-calm. And it just, like I said, it just makes you wonder how bad this organization has fallen and how quickly this organization has fallen. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could if you subscribe, if you ring that bell, I think you know what that means. That'd be awesome.